crafty friends, Crafty Girl Danielle here with your tutorial of the week. Today I'm going to show you how to make faux metal trinkets using the Kraftin Kimmie trinkets. This is from the birthday set, using embossing powder and cardstock. To make this project you need a stamp, such as the one I'm using today, that has a good raised image on it, and as you can see I like to mount mine on the cling foam. You need embossing powder. I'm using gold here. You can also use silver or pewter, and some Versamark ink. So let's get started. This process is a little bit messy, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create 4 layers of the embossing powder to create the metal look. So I'm just going to, maybe 5, I'm just going to work right through the layers until I get a nice base. So let's get started. So I've cut a piece of craft cardstock paper, just slightly bigger than my stamp, so that it will fit in my punch after I'm done. And I'm going to go ahead and put a good dose of the Versamark ink on there, get it good and goopy, so that my embossing powder has something good to stick to. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to dump on some embossing powder. I've created my first layer and I'm just going to work my way through. So while the ink is good and warm, I'm going to dump on my next layer, and I'm just going to keep repeating this process. Oops, looks like I'm going to need to add a little bit more there. See what I mean about it being a little messy? Just put a little more temporary ink on here so it sticks down a little better while I'm embossing. Then I'm going to give it one more dose just for good measure to make sure that I've got a nice thick base. Okay, hopefully this will be our last one. Ink is good and warm and almost molten, you're going to go ahead and put your stamp down. You're going to give it a good press as evenly as you can. Ta-da! Isn't that beautiful? After it has a chance to sit for a little while, you see that? After it has a chance to cool just a little bit, you're going to take it, and this size trinket actually works perfectly with the 1 3/4 inch punch. So I'm just going to slide it right in there, kind of line it up to make it fit about right, and then I'm going to pop it out. And there we have a couple of trinkets. So there you go. Thanks so much for stopping in to visit my tutorial today. Let's go get crafty!